Most of the stress in your life isn't coming from what's happening to you, it's coming from how you're reacting to it. And here's the uncomfortable truth: a lot of the problems people struggle with are self created, not by the situation, but by the decision made in the heat of the moment. Let's talk about the difference between reacting and responding, because this is one shift quietly separates people who struggle from people who move forward. Reacting isn't automatic, it's emotion. It's driven by ego, urgency, and the need to feel better right now. And in the moment, reacting can feel powerful. But here's the cost: reactions often short term with relief, with long term consequences. Responding is different. Responding slows things down. It's intentional, strategic, and focused on the long term gain, not just emotional release. And when you learn to respond instead of react, life gets noticeably easier. Not because the problems disappear, but because you can stop multiplying them. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you have a difficult boss. One day, he berates you for something that isn't even your fault. He questions your confidence, maybe even crosses a line. You leave work frustrated, replaying the conversation in your head, thinking, I'm done. I can't keep doing this. Reacting in that moment might mean storming in the next day and quitting, saying everything you've been holding back, walking out feeling justified. And for a brief moment, it feels good. Then reality shows up. The job market is tight. You don't have a plan. You don't have a financial runway. Now, the original problem, a bad boss, has turned into financial stress, uncertainty, and pressure you don't need. That's reacting. Responding looks very different. Responding says, this situation isn't sustainable, but I need an exit intelligently. So instead of blowing things up, you get strategic. You update your resume. You quietly reach out to contacts. You speak with a recruiter. You start reducing expenses and building a buffer while you explore options. Instead of burning the bridge, you're building the next one. One path is impulsive and risky. The other is thoughtful and deliberate. So, how do you train yourself to respond when life throws challenges at you? Here's a simple framework. First, steady yourself. Never make important decisions when emotions are high. Anger, fear, and frustration are terrible advisors. Pause. Give yourself the space to settle down before you decide. Second, identify the real problem. Ask yourself what actually needs to change. Solve the core issue, not everything connected to it. Third, get clear on the outcome you want. It's not enough to escape discomfort. You want to land somewhere better, not just somewhere different. Fourth, make an intelligent plan. Reaction removes pain temporarily. Plans remove the problem and improve your future. And finally, execute. A plan without action is just avoidance dressed up as strategy. Move forward, adjust as needed, and stay intentional. If you tend to react, you already know the pattern. You solve one problem and accidentally create three more. So here's the takeaway: don't decide when you're emotional. Calm yourself first. Clarity second. Action third. Responding may not feel as satisfying in the moment, but it almost always leads to better outcomes, stronger leadership, and a calmer life. Thank you for listening. And remember, aim higher, elevate your life.